how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games, so a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And it's Towns missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Bane against Edwards. Bane passes to Jackson. Misses the three.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Conley against Morant. Conley dishes to McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now, here's Bane. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Conley kicks to Towns. Launches a three. Now, here's McDaniel. Brooks covering. Just 3 to shoot.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Morant passes to Adams. Back to Morant. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Towns for 3. To the left side wing. Driving to the basket. Brooks grabs the board.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Grizzlies making the shot. Conley kicks to Towns. Gobert with a screen for Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
It's really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Brooks dishes to Adams. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Minnesota making a switch. Rivers checked in.
2 minutes.
Now here's Morant. Jackson. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Here's Edwards. He takes it in, and he goes big with the cut right over John Morant.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Brooks against Rivers. Out to the right wing. Brooks, left side. Here's Jackson. Yep, that one goes.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Towns, a screen on Morant. Takes the three. And it's Towns missing. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Morant passes to Bain. Jackson looking around. Out to Morant. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bain for three. Rebound, Minnesota. No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. McDaniels got 5.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Rivers dishes to Gobert. Towns wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Adams kicks to Brooks. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
6 seconds left to play in the first. Picked off in midair. Deflects the pass. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 1. And back with the start of the second. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign for ball movement and sharing that ball.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Prince out there with Gobert, and it's Rivers in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
It's Prince on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Prince has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Here's Eldorado. And he could not get that one to go. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original person.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
To make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. There's the pass to Kennard. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The Grizzlies with another miss. Minnesota's gone 3-6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. He kicks to Brooks. Jackson passes to Adams. Rivers against Jackson. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. Puts the move on. The shot misses. Prince with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 4. Left side Anderson. Pass to Rivers. Kicks it out to Prince. Kept alive. And Anderson is right there.
Great activity level on the board. Impressive. Wow.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Got that one up quick. Prince has got 5. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 6. Bane passes to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And a miss there on the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Prince kicks to Edwards. Prince with a screen on Bane. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Up top, Bane. Edwards defending. Pass to Jackson. With the drive, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And finished up by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And finished up by Morant.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Passes it to Rivers. Back to Prince. Anderson right side. There's the dish to Prince. Hits the three-point bomb. Prince has got 8.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Bane looking around. Kicks to Morant. Outside Jackson. Bane against Edwards. Morant outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
Both free throws good from Morant. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Inside, stolen away. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got it good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Jackson setting the pick here for Brooks. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
30, the Grizzlies, 25.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us.
Thank you, David. And we'll be... first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Jaren Jackson. Brooks is out there with Kennard, and it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Free throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Down low, it's stolen by Gobert. Feeds to Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 5.
Towns makes it most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Mike Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 9. To the right side.
Memphis foul. Eldorado. First personal foul. Second team foul.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Jackson. Gobert with the block. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 14. Here's Towns. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. He has 7.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive board.
Brooks against Conley. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Minnesota. They've got an 8-0 run. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Jackson. Kennard, the pass to Brooks. Here's Eldorado. 3-pointer. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchar. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Bain comes in for John Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Brooks. Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Knocked away. Shot clock at 5. Edwards drives in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Morant passes to Adams. The pass to Bain. Lets it go from deep.
2 minutes.
And the Grizzlies get it back. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Got a piece of it. Pass to Eldorado. Edwards against Morant. Here's Eldorado. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Conley against Morant. Outside, Towns. Towns, the screen. Right wing. Conley for three. Cans it from downtown. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Here's Eldorado. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Michael Conley picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Knocks it loose. Here's Edwards into the lane, and Edwards with the stop.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside, Dane. Pass to Morant. Over to the left wing. Clark with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis. Passes to McDaniels. Left side, Towns. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. And Towns throws it down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Morant kicks to Clark. And there's the pass to Bain. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier season. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
The free throw drops for Gobert. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Rivers comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Morant. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Prince with a screen on Brooks. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Rivers passes to Prince. Back to Rivers. And here's Edwards from the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Edwards looking it over. He feeds it to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Edwards kicks to Prince. Pass to Rivers. Morant against Prince. Here's McDaniels. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Morant with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Edwards dishes to Rivers. Prince setting a pick for Rivers. Kicks it out to Prince. Morant with the steal. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. Adams with it, picked up by Rivers, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He misses the free throw. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Minnesota.
2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Edwards, and now here comes Conley leading the break. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. McDaniels kicks to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And Bain pulls it down.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Jackson misses. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Let's go. That one a little long. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Adams, the pass to Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. And again, Memphis no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. Kicks it out to Prince. A 3-pointer, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And 1:01 left to play here in the fourth. Outside Conley. Lets it go with the 3. That one, no good. And it's Memphis the other way.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant finds Adams. At the crossover. Yes!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They double team Conley. It's Prince on the wing. Guarded by Morant. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
And here is Conley. And here's Prince outside. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson. The second one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A confident win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
About ball movement, Grant. Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Williams in at the 5. Now here's Smart. Lets the 3 fly.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
Here's Tatum. Kicks it out to Smart. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Conley passes to Towns. Three-pointer, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Williams. Fires for 3. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Williams.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now. This is a young man who has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Williams.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season. 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Here's Conley, following the bucket by the Celtics. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Edwards against Smart. Towns on a screen. Edwards, the pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Conley. Sinks it from distance. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the Celtics in possession here. Following the score by Minnesota, and the whistle blows, it's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Brown for 3.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
Offline with a 3. Boston trailing. And here's Brown for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. From deep. Kept alive by Minnesota.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Smart against Conley. Back to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards for 3. Hauled in by Brown. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Oh, wow!
Assisted.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Here's Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. It's Brown on the wing. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Edwards from the arc. That shot, no good. And Boston going the other way now. Pass to Brown. Edwards against Smart. Towns for 3. Connects from downtown. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going. opposition there off balance.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Williams, a screen on Gobert. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Smart. Outside, Brown. Williams in the post. Working on McDaniels. And Horford gets it to go.
Well, this guy's got such big-time mobility for a big man. Al Horford specializes in finding the gaps in the defense. Nice catch and shoot.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution for your Timberwolves.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Here's McDaniels. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your head.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Rudy Gobert. Austin Rivers out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Noel driving inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This guy is tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball. That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Williams. Back to Brown. It's Smart on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum can't hit. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Tatum way outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, "I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better. Brian, still work to do."
And plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks. Drops in the 3. Tatum's got 6.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. The Celtics have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Over and back. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Noel. Here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. It's Edwards with a drive. Smart grabs the miss.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise, it's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Brown. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Horford, the 15-footer. Oh, they get a hand on it. Smart against Edwards. And he dunks it down.
And when Prince is in a groove, he rides that momentum. Such an impressive offensive player.
Tatum from long range. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Mike Conley's checked in for Rivers.
Mike Conley.
There's a minute 12 left in the first half. It's stolen by Smart. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Left side, Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, that is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
McDaniels is checked in for Prince. White, he's checked in for Boston. Smart finds White for 3. For 3. Out to Horford. Pass to Smart. Back to Horford. 5 on the clock. Here's White. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Conley passes to Edwards. Now here's Towns. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Boston Celtics, 26.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Smart and White make up the backcourt, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
The 3 is up. Can't hit that one. And Boston going the other way now. Smart passes to Horford. White on the wing. Deflects the pass. From deep, Conley. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. It's White with a drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. White's got 5 points.
Well, Derek White showing you I can put it on the deck and finish off a pretty drive. Nicely done, Derek.
Shot is good by Edwards.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Takes a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
My goodness, Jason Tatum from another zip code.
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Edwards finds McDaniels. Outside Conley. Right side Edwards. The three is up. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third.
Hey guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Back to Smart. The kick to Tatum. Williams on the wing. Back to Tatum. The baseline J is on the way. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Smart passes to Horford. White for 3. He can't get it to go. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for White.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Rivers comes in for Mike Conley. And the Celtics also making a change. Brogdon's checked in. Rivers, good.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Brown drives in, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Prince knocks down the long J. Prince has got 15 points.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Horford finds Brogdon. Here's Hauser. Pass to Brown. Taken away. Here's Prince. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hits you with the three-point shot. Okay, Anthony.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Brogdon. .27 seconds left in the third. Pass to Prince. Again, the Timberwolves score.
With more repetition, you can see Taurean Prince evolving on the offensive end. Gets into the mid-range game. Go ahead, Taurean.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. just have to love the aggressiveness.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
Back to Brogdon. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And they've racked... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Rivers in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. The three ball. Well, Norris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
First team foul.
Towns for three, and another three from Minnesota.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a three of his own.
And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Down low. Gobert finds Edwards. Out to the right wing. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Fires the three. 4 on the clock. Here's Prince.
Well, that's outstanding footwork from Smart on the defensive end. A superb job staying with his man.
And finished off by Tatum.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. The shot by Towns, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Brown passes to Tatum from outside the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Edwards with it, guarded now by Smart. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And he sinks the second, and you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Takes the 3. Second chance effort. And Gobert finishes inside. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Tatum way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Tatum's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's Prince. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Here's Brown. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, right, guys, the stats here, the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
The three ball. Friends can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Tatum. Williams up top. Back to Brown. And stolen by Edwards. To the left wing. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
Horford for 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Well, the incredible shooting touch of Al Horford. He added that range game during his time in Atlanta.
Outside, Brown. Back to Horford. Brown finds Horford. And here's Tatum. Clock at 6. And the Celtics another 3.
One of the things you love about Jason Tatum, he's cooking right now. He's putting it to the defense, but by his emotions, it would never be betrayed.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Oh, didn't think that was going in.
Absolutely a threat. You've got to be on Tatum on the catch in three-point territory, or just like that, he will shoot lights out.
Edwards fires from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
And they get it back. Now Tatum. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A competitive game, you have to feel...
we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point guard. The rebound by Steven Adams. Morant with it, outguarded by Smart. Outside, Bain. No good from outside. Here's Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown. And the pass to Tatum. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Brown jams it in.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Another level indeed. For Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Now Adams, after Jason Tatum missed on that last 3-pointer. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Stolen by Brooks. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Brooks has got the ball, and a wide open look for Bain. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Tatum. Here's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And Brown drops them both. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game. How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Bain against Brown. Plenty of space. The kick out to Tatum. Horford against Adams. Here's Brown. Here he goes. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis the other way now. Jackson passes to Brooks. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. The deep 3 from Tatum. They get it back. Memphis has gone 0-3 from 3-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Bain against Brown. Bain kicks to Adams. Back to Bain. Out to Brooks. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The sheer power at 220, maybe 230 to take the hit and complete the play. Dillon Brooks.
Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smitty. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Smart. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Bain passes to Brooks. To the wing right side. Morant with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 10.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Bane kicks to Jones. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Jones. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Substitution for the Grizzlies, Xavier Tillman.
Celtics trail by 10. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Brown finds Tatum. Outside, Smart. Back to Tatum. Right side, Horford. Smart wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Right side, Bane. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the court for the Celtics. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the center position. The shot's good from Kennard.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
It's stolen by Jones. To the inside. Here's Clark. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
Tillman passes to Jones. Memphis moving it around. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Poke loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Tillman. Kennard on the wing. For three. Drills it from outside. Kennard's got 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And the NBA has favored three-point shooting here as of late,
which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable in the process, GA. The lefty stroke of Kennard is a thing of beauty, and he shoots the three ball with such confidence.
Now, here's Clark. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. 6 to shoot. Brown against Kennard. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Brown wide open, he fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
No good from Clark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Left side, Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Horford kicks to Brown. He's looking for Williams and finds him. They can't stop the run with that one.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Passes it to Clark. Here's Eldorado. Now Kennard. 8 points for him. Here's Tillman. And it's off from three-point range. To the paint. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones, the pass to Tillman. Kennard on the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Tatum dishes to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Here they come, fans. Your Grizzlies workers.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Out to Brooks. Fires the three. Rebounded by Hauser.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
And the three ball is good. Brogdon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
He had a nice open look right there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Morant gaining the floor. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
And White kicks to Gallinari. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
Derek White, 3.
And so it's Memphis taking a 19.
Your Grizzlies, 36. The Celtics, 17.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Bane, no good.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
It's White on the wing. Griffin sets the screen for White. Oh, Griffin in position, hammers the alley-oop through.
I mean, on those alley-oop plays from Blake Griffin, you can't give him room to take off.
Morant passes to Brooks. From outside the arc, connects from three-point range. Brooks has got 6.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
It's White on the wing. From past the arc, And again, Boston with the triple.
Demonstrating how efficient he is, Derek has a great feel for when to fire away.
Adams dishes to Morant. Outside, Bain. And Adams now top of the key. And Adams with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
White up top, guarded by Bain. Griffin against Brooks. Griffin can't get it to go in. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Morant left side. Fires for three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Brogdon finds Gallinari. White against Bain. 5 on the clock. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad and brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
Now here's White. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. And Gallinari kicks to Brogdon. Pulls from the top of the key. Basket counts. Brogdon's got 5 now.
And shows great poise when looking to score. Brogdon has an advanced offensive identity.
Adams in the corner. Back to Morant. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Gallinari.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Brogdon. 5 points in the game. Back to White. The three. Gallinari down low. Jackson on him. Griffin passes to Gallinari. Outside, White. With 1 on the clock. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
And it's Morant missing. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. White, wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The offensive rebound. Out to Morant. Pass to Brooks. Takes a 3. The shot missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front.
Please give a big round of applause.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to permit that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Gallinari is out there with Griffin. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Derek White. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Now a timeout called by Boston. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And the 3 off target. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Brown the pass to Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray. Kennard's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Memphis. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the dunk by Brown.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
No good from Clark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
Nice work by Tatum. A better three-point shooter than many scouts thought he might be.
And it's Brooks in the corner. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And Tatum puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jones kicks to Clark. And another miss by Memphis. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Now, here's Kennard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Another one for Luke. He has a good understanding of where and how to get his points.
And it's Brown missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pulls up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. Kennard's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots. Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Back to Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
And the basket is good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the... Oh, did you see that?
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Morant outside. Back to Adams from downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown outside. Now the pass to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Aggressive and efficient. Tatum using his size around the rim. That's what this team wants to see more of.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Clock is at 3. McDaniels passes to Towns. Over Jackson. Adams grabs the miss. And here's Memphis. Jackson outside. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota. Now Conley. Pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Bain finds Jackson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
And that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Let's go with a 3. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Now here's Morant. Here's Brooks. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
He's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Here's Conley. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Morant against McDaniels. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Jackson. Up top, Brooks. Guarded by Edwards. From deep, Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Into the lane. Another shot. And he lays it in. Jackson's got his second bucket on the night.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Minnesota calls timeout. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Prince is checked in. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And that one's good from Conley.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Morant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And Morant drops them both. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Morant, the pass to Bain. Morant against McDaniels. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Conley passes to Gobert. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Jones, he's checked in for Morant. Now here's Jones. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Adams against Edwards. Oh, Adams with the block. Outside Jones. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Right side Bain. The three. Knocks down the triple.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Conley against Jones. And it's Bain with the rebound. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies out front, up by 9. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court for Minnesota. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Rivers in at the point.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's Aldama. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Kennard. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Morant, he's checked in for Jones. To the right side. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Morant. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Here's Edwards. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And Edwards slams it in.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Clark outside. Here's the pick. Going inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Jones, he's checked in for Memphis.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
And again, Memphis no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Rivers. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Prince. From outside, off the mark. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Kennard. 6 points for him. And they forced a shot clock violation. Great D. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Bane against Edwards. To the inside. Stolen by Bane. And here they come. Here's Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Let's just say they were on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for the Timberwolves. Outside Morant. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Towns for 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Here's Prince. And the deficit down inside single digits. Prince has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bane against Edwards. From behind the arc. Outside for Brooks. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Drains the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Inside, here's Prince. The shot, no good. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Morant into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 14 points for the game.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Here's Prince. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
And that's a foolish pass. Plain and simple.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones has checked in. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left in the second. Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Desmond Bane.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Shooting from Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Fires for 3. And he can't get that one. And that concludes the first half. It's the Grizzlies leading by 14. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Jackson out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And Minnesota has possession. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Brooks outside. Back to Jones. 4 on the clock. And he makes it on the layup. Jones has got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he drops the first. Some changes for Minnesota. Anderson comes in for Prince. And Conley subbed in for Rivers. And both free throws good for Edwards. And here are the Grizzlies now. Pass to Tillman. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Edwards driving to the basket. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. 15 points in the game.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Brooks finds Jones. Now Clark. To the inside. Here's Brooks. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Back to Conley. Anderson passes to Conley. 4-3. That one doesn't drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Tillman. Clark with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Clark, no good.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
The 3 is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. On the wing, Brooks. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Desmond Bane in for Brooks. 1:43 left in the third. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant, pass to Adams. From deep, Bane. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Edwards has got 21 points in the game. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Shoots. Again, the Timberwolves score. Here's Morant. 14 points for him. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Towns. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Anderson can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Jackson. Pass to Adams. And here's Morant. Second chance shot. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Memphis. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. The Grizzlies shooting the rock at 58%. McDaniels against Morant. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Dylan Brooks checked in for Kennard. Conley against Morant. Pass to Prince. Launches a 3. Outside Edwards. Great D that time from Bane. And here are the Grizzlies now. 17 points was their biggest margin. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Good work defensively by Brooks. Conley against Bane. Pass to Morant. Brooks from outside. Prince grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. McDaniels from long range. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams got his 8th rebound here tonight. Morant against Edwards. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Now here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Driving inside, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Desmond Bane. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies. And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Back to Adams. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
And he's good on the second. Well, the Timberwolves shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Fires the 3. Here's Gobert. McDaniels from long range. Nails it from 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And Memphis shooting the rock at 58%. And it's Morant off the drive.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. The 3 from Bane. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Edwards with it. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Adams with a screen on McDaniels.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. to the middle. Adams, the pass to Brooks. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Jackson outside. Back to Kennard. 5 to shoot. Pass to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Rivers is checked in for Conley. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Prince. There's the three. On target from range.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Kennard outside. Three-pointer, Brooks. Offensive board. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Stolen by Kennard. Poke loose. Bain against Edwards. Pass to Rivers. Picked by Prince. Back to Rivers. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Kennard. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 12-point Memphis lead.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now here's Bain. No good on the triple. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. McDaniels from long range. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. So it's the Grizzlies now. Now here's Kennard. Outside Bain. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A clean win and one.
I smack clowns with mad style.
matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now, here's Tatum. From the arc. They get it again. And Williams throws it down.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Conley, and stolen by Tatum.
You know, once you leave your feet, you really limit your options.
Brown with it. Conley picks him up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Now here's Gobert. And Tatum pulls it down. Horford with the screen on Edwards. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player. Make no doubt about it. Capable of turning the game all alone.
Here is Edwards. That shot misses.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. The dish to Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. Lock at 6. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. And here's Brown outside. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Offensive rebound. There's the pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. There's the triple. Williams with the steal. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Outside, Smart. Outside, Tatum. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels passes to Conley. Brown with it. Picked up by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Tatum. Here's Smart. Celtics passing it around. Here's Brown. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Nailed from three-point land. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
He's an accomplished outside shooter, and Tatum's confidence and shot selection, I think it's what makes him so deadly.
Towns, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Tatum. 5 points in the game.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive ability. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Yeah, and you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Stolen by Smart. Brown finds Horford. Outside, Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Tatum. He has 7. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Here's Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Brown, good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Oh, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the bucket there. He wasn't about to pass that one up. He threw it down.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. Even then, it's just not a good play.
The basket's coming early and often.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Gobert with a screen for Edwards.
Incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well as sticky one-on-one.
Brown dishes to Williams. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Timberwolves trail by 13.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Outside, Smart. He kicks it to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. The feed to Horford. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. This is his first free throw of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Brown right side. Back to Tatum. Offensive rebound, Celtics inside. Here's Smart, and no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Prince's shot is good.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Prince.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
For the three. They get it back. And Williams throws it down.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Prince wide open. Off target from three-point range. Celtics leading by 13.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Anderson passes to Gobert. And he slams it down right on top of Robert Williams.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
They grab their own miss. Left side, Horford. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Horford's got 5 points so far.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
This one for three. Tatum kicks to Brown. There's the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Prince in the corner. Beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Prince, that's for 2. Rebound, Boston. Left side, Brown. Williams can't get it to go. Passes it to Prince. A 3 ball. The shot comes out. And so it's Boston. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading.
The Timberwolves, 21. And let's hear it from the Jabberwockies.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. If you look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. And something that's been on the uptick in the NBA is free throw shooting. League-wide, Clark, teams are having more success from the stripe than ever before.
The 2020s are on pace, Kevin, to be the best free throw shooting decade in the history of the game, with skilled players now favored relative to the old school bangers. I mean, everybody pretty much has to be able to knock down shots to be effective as a player in today's game. So the free throw shooting percentage is going up. Not much of a surprise to me.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Towns wide open. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight. White wide open. He fires. Williams kicks to White. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards fires from way outside. The long distance 3 is barely.
3 points.
Edwards got 10.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
White, good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Conley with the 3. Rebound, Boston. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brogdon kicks to Horford. Out to White. Jacks up a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 21. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on White. Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for them.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
White against Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Boston, no good that time either. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Boston leading by 19. A shot by Brogdon, wide open. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Brogdon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
It's White on the wing. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Pass to Horford. It's tipped. Outside Tatum. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And Towns gets it to go.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Williams, a screen on Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
And one place you do not want to send Malcolm Brogdon is to the line.
Yeah, you know, remember, Greg, back in 2019, he had that 50-40-90 season when he led the league in free throw shooting at over 92%. And his career percentage not far off of that mark.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser's checked in, and it's Brown in for White.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Here's McDaniels, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Towns for 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Pass to Hauser. Brogdon outside. Not going to go that time. Towns with the defensive effort. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston with a 14-point lead as we bring the... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 14. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Jaylen Brown out there with Brogdon. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. And stolen by Horford. Timeout call, the Celtics.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction from the guys during the timeout. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Williams sets a screen for Tatum, and he's good on the 3-ball.
I tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league, and they're on display now.
And the pass to Gobert. And stolen by Williams. Here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Conley for 3. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Brown outside. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The deep 3 from Tatum. That one doesn't go. And Minnesota will come the other way to the middle. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Brown wide open. He fires. Kept alive by Boston. The 3 from Tatum. And no good that time. Timberwolves trail by 16. McDaniels passes to Edwards. From beyond the arc and then some. Edwards got 19 points.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but sure looked good there.
And rejection by McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. And here's Conley outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Passes it to Tatum beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. Tatum's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Celtics.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And here's Conley outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Brown, and McDaniels with the block. And he recovers it. Outside Tatum. Smart finds Tatum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. He could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. Towns with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points, and when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Smart kicks to Brown. Driving the lane. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns for 3. Al Horford with the rebound. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
teams. Pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Morant. Adams with a screen on Tatum. Morant.
Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation? Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Stolen by Jackson. Morant against Brogdon. Jackson outside. Outside Bane. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Boston calls timeout. Smart's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon.
That was Celtics entertainment.
And just about a minute into this first quarter.
Give it up once again for your
Brooks against Tatum. Pass to Horford. Outside Tatum, just 5 to shoot. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. Oh! Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Adams, the pass to Bane. Back to Adams. Up top, Bane. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Brown. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. Nice move.
And then Morant with the jam. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. To the paint. Here's Smart, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Boy, how aggressive is Marcus Smart? The ability to explode off and get the dunk home.
Bane against Brown. Now here's Morant, guarded closely. Jackson for 3, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Headed to the floor.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Williams a screen on Brooks. Here's Tatum. He takes it in. And finished off by Tatum.
But Jason Tatum worked hard, being comfortable in tight windows off the dribble drive. That was a nice-looking move.
Jackson the screen. Morant the pass to Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
And so Jackson nails both of them. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Smart. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, what phenomenal work deep inside the post. Smart, willing, and able to get himself to the line.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Kennard comes in for Bane. And it's Jones in for Ja Morant.
When you watch him play, you can feel the effect that Marcus Smart has on a basketball game. Defensively, this guy is as good as any guard in the league, and he has multiple all-defensive selections to show for it.
Jones from outside. The rebound, Celtics. Brown with it. He's picked up by Adams. Down low. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, efficiency of movement makes Al Horford successful. Gets room to shoot in these sets.
Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Jones. Adams with the ball. Some solid defense from Williams.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And the jam by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Williams on the wing. Pass to Smart. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Kennard against Smart. Here's Aldama. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Tatum. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics next team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court.
Oh my goodness! Tucked it back and fired it home!
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Jones up top, defended by Smart. And that one drops. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Smart right side. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Brown. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Morant against Smart. Morant, the pass to Clark. Kicks it out to Kennard. Back to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Morant's got 9 points. And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Tatum. Williams in the post. Clark covers. And Horford gets it to go.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Memphis has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Right wing. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
And here's Brown for 3. Horford passes to Smart. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Bane. Outside Morant. Pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Tatum against Bane. Now Tatum. Brown with it. Takes a three. Kennard with the rebound.
Boy, when you think about Jaylen Brown, you have to be impressed by the progress he has made offensively. He's become one of those guys that you know wants to take it to the next level.
Back to Morant. Pass to Kennard. To the left side wing. Clock at 4. Here's Clark. Here's Aldama. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And how about Jaylen Brown doors? Becoming an offensive monster.
This guy has become a consistent three-point shooting threat. He can knock down shots from the field. He can go off the bounce. He'll contribute on the backboards. And we know they challenged him to become a better playmaker, and he has. He has become the full package.
Brown passes to Tatum. Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. The three is up. And Morant clears the board. Memphis has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. To the right side. Kennard outside. Here's Aldama. It's not going to go for him. Tatum from long range. Here's Brown. And through one half, it hasn't even been.
The Grizzlies, 34. And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Desmond Bane is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Adams in its center. And the dunk by Jackson.
Assisted.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Now here's White. Williams a screen on Bane. White for 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Here's Jones. Adams with a screen on Smart. Jones from outside. Horford pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside White. Pass to Tatum. The kick out to White. Williams passes to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Oh, okay then.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Memphis has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. The open shot by Brooks. Ooh, drills the leaner.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Up again. Williams grabs the board. A difficult situation for Boston. And Tatum, here we go. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
It's stolen by Smart. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Bane. Brooks finds Adams. Outside Bane. From outside the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside White. Smart outside. Out to Horford. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. Left side Tatum. Horford outside. Bane against White. Horford, a screen on Bane. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the wing, right side. To the inside. Outside Jones. Just 4 to shoot. From the arc. Hits the trifecta. Jones has got 5 now.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
White against Bane. White, the pass to Horford. Uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, that little bit of contact will not be enough to impede Al Horford, just powering his way through. When you think about Al Horford at his best, he is one of the league's most versatile big men. This guy is a very strong passer. He can defend across positions, including switching out the perimeter, and he can knock down open threes.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Pass to Conchar. Outside Morant.
Boston foul.
And it may have taken 10 years, but Horford's defense finally got recognized in 2018.
Yeah, he made the NBA's all-defensive team that season, BA, and he may not be a shot-blocking force like some of the great defensive players in this league, but there isn't a weakness to his game on the defensive end.
The ball's knocked loose. Tatum passes to Brogdon. The kick out to White. Lets it go from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Fires from deep. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Back to Brogdon. White on the wing. Here's the 3. Doesn't go that time. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. To the left wing. And here's Clark for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside White. From deep three-point range. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Pass to Aldama. Lets the 3 fly. That one no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Derek White. And it's Williams in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. And here's Morant outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 22.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Aldama. Off target with the 3. Boston has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. White against Morant. White, the pass to Tatum. Topside Brogdon. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Bain comes in for Kennard. Here's Morant. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. On the take. Kicks it out to Clark. Back to Morant. Oh, it's pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Morant against Brogdon. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And here's Brown for three. The shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson outside. Launches it. Counted from distance.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Outside Morant. From deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams checked in for Clark. Kennard comes in for Desmond Bain. And it's Jones in for Morant. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Grizzlies on D. To the middle. Tatum passes to Brogdon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Brogdon's got his first points of the night.
You have to appreciate this about Malcolm Brogdon. There's a level of physicality he brings to the guard position. Nice finish through contact.
Conchar, good.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Adams. Pulls it. Jackson can't get it to go.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Grizzlies.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And here's Brown for three. Boston again missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Now, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. We've got 33 seconds left in the final quarter. Kennard outside. Jones from outside. Horford pulls it in. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
But things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Pass to Jones. Adams up top. From the top of the key, he buries it.
I'll tell you, Adams becoming more and more of a target on the offensive end. Superb at sinking shots close to the rim because of his size.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even...
I smack clowns with mad style.